Next topic from the allocation of resources is market economic system. Here we go. So within this subtopic, what we have? These two learning outcome statements, the definition of market economic system. So within this, we need to discuss the role of private sector, firms and consumers, and the public sector, government in the market economy. And then second is advantages and disadvantages of market economic system, including some examples of how it works in a variety of different countries. All right, so first we need to define what is market economic system. Market economic system is an economic system where producers and consumers decide what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce through exchange, of course, between producers and consumers. Or simply, a system where markets determine what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce goods and services, who would be the recipient of the goods and services. So this is how you can simply define the market economic system. Next, the advantages and disadvantages of market economic system, where the market forces determine what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. I've tabulated the advantages and disadvantages for better understanding. Advantage of market economic system is that wide variety of goods and services are made available to consumers. So consumer will have much broader options, many options to select from. Market economic system, when the word market economic system comes to your mind, the country that should come to your mind is the United States. The best example of market economic system, but still we can't say it's a 100% market economic system, but it's close to free market economic system. The US is the champion of free market economic system, and that's why the people living in the US have much more variety of goods and services to choose from. The US market responds quickly to the needs of the consumer. You will get what you want. You want donuts, you can buy donuts. You want to go for pizza, it's there in the market, so you will get what you want. Markets will respond quickly to your needs and wants. Consumer sovereignty means consumer will get what he or she wants. That's the feature of market economic system, consumer sovereignty. And I'm sure most of you are knowledgeable of the fact that most of the innovations that we see around us have come from the United States. Free market, the champion of free market economic system. So this system encourages innovation, newness, new ideas. Android, iPhone, Microsoft, Oracle, they are all from the United States. Tesla, SpaceX, every innovation we see, most of it comes from the United States. So it encourages innovation. And it is argued, of course there are certain counter arguments as well. It is argued that the market economic system results in better allocation of resources. It's a questionable, debatable point we will discuss later on in our studies. So these are the advantages of market economic system. So what are the disadvantages? The disadvantage of the market economic system is that decisions are made on profit motive. You will do something if it is profitable to do so. That is a biggest disadvantage. Profit is the motive. This decides what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. If it's pure market economic system, 100%, there will be no public goods. When you say public goods, no street lights, no defense, no policing, etc. But this is not the case. We have a very strong army. So we can't say that the United States is a 100% free market economic system. It's close to, or it's the best example of market economic system. So if it's purely market economic system, there will be no government intervention. There will be no public goods. There will be consumption of harmful goods, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. Since they are profitable to sell, so producers will sell and consumers will buy. Market will produce what consumers are looking for. So consumer might consume something harmful because producers want money for their output. The other disadvantage of market economic system is that social impacts are ignored. How does the production affect the society? This is ignored in the market economic system. That's the biggest disadvantage. Impacts on the environment, on the society, pollution, noise, road congestions, climatic changes that you people are seeing these days. This is the result of free market economic system. And then finally, goods and services are for those who can afford. So affordability has become the deciding factor who gets what. So goods and services are for the rich. So these are advantages and disadvantages of market economic system. Moving on, some questions. Which argument can be used in favor of the market economy? Moving in the reverse order, it leads to an equal distribution of wealth. That is the objective of planned economic system, not the market economic system. It guarantees full employment. No, survival of the fittest, job for the one who deserves it. It doesn't guarantee full employment. The jobs are available for enterprising individuals, not for all. It ensures that all capital resources are used, not all, just those capital resources that can most productively be used. Wrong. BCD are not the features of market economic system. They do not favor the market economic system. In fact, they do for planned economic system. It enables consumers to show their preferences for goods. Yes, consumer sovereignty. Consumer will get what he wants. That makes A to be the correct option. Next, a government decides that an economy should make more use of market forces. So which policy might help to achieve this? A decrease in control on the imported goods. In fact, that's the right answer. Let's move in the reverse order so that we understand the other options as well. The fixing of minimum wage levels for the worker. This is done in the planned or mixed economic system. An increase in subsidies to the industry. This is the government intervention. Minimum wage is government intervention in the labor market. Increase in subsidies to industry, helping industries to produce more. Government intervention. Government subsidizes industry. This is government intervention. This is not a feature of free market economic system. It doesn't favor the free market economic system. An increase in government ownership of land. Again, this is the planned economic system. A decrease in controls on imported goods. Government provides fair, level playing field for all. Let the imported goods come in the market and let them compete with the locally manufactured goods. A is what would help achieve the government objective of moving towards market economy. A is the right answer. Moving on. What is an advantage of the market economic system? It aims for equality of income. That's not the advantage. In fact, this is not what is intended in the free market economic system. That's in the planned economic system. It ensures the provision of defense, law and order. Planned economic system, centralized planning. It gives an incentive to produce. Correct. This is the advantage of market economic system. Producer will produce what he can profitably make. Whereas option D says it reduces pollution and congestion. This is the situation in the planned economic system where social costs are considered. Next. How are economic decisions determined in the pure market economic system? By the mixture of market forces and government regulation, that is mixed economic system. By central planners of production and consumption, centralized planning, planned economic system. By government regulations of the price mechanism, government intervention. So ABC, they do not determine economic decisions in the pure market system. Yes, in the pure market system, the decisions are made by the forces of demand and supply. So that makes D to be the correct option. Next question. What would not be an example of the working of a market economic system? Not be. Mind the word not. High price charge because of the costly research to produce the good. If the cost is high, you are totally justified to charge high price. That is the feature or an example of market economic system. A high price charge for a well-known painting. Market determines its price. So it is an example of market economic system. Low price charged because of economies of scale. Economies of scale means when the size or the level of scale of production increases, average cost falls. When a company becomes larger, it benefits from reduction in average cost, financial economies of scale, marketing economies of scale, risk-bearing economies of scale, financial economies of scale, managerial. We'll discuss them all in our later studies. So this is the feature of market economic system. A larger organization which has achieved economies of scale, its average cost falls, so it can sell at a lower price. So lower price charge because of economies of scale is a perfect, typical example of market economic system. Look at D. A low price charge for subsidized bus travel. Subsidized bus travel means the government is assisting the bus route providers, those who are applying their buses on the road. So government helps them in bringing their cost low so that they can provide this important service to the public. This is government intervention. This is not an example of a market economic system, and that's make D to be the correct option. That's all. Thank you for watching.